It's really funny, Oculus even has this bush set up right here with their logo. I think that's pretty funny. Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And I'm coming to you live from the Oculus Connect, the second year of the developer conference that Oculus has for their Rift platform, but also with Samsung for the Gear VR platform. Now, there's already a video of me giving my reactions to the announcements of the new Gear VR that comes in at $99, which I think is really great, a very easy price point and entry point for people who already have Samsung devices, and it will bring some of the best VR experiences to a lot of people. So I already gave my reactions to that, and it's actually over to my left right here where Samsung is kicking it right now. But over to my right is Oculus Touch. Now, if you remember back at MWC this year, we were all really blown away by the HTC Vive, which is through the partnership with Valve that HTC is bringing VR in their own way. And it was because there was a lot of touch and the fact that you can actually walk around in an environment in order to really be a part of this VR experience. Now, what Oculus Touch does is actually very much the same thing, except there are a few changes. Yes, you do have the entire set connected to a computer, and you're seeing me actually don the whole thing right now. It's connected to a computer. It should have a wireless component to it, considering that the person had to hold the wire while I was walking around with it, and that was the case for HTC Vive as well. But what Oculus has done is they've created the small space that you're able to walk around in, just like in the Vive, but now the inputs are actually geared more towards the gaming aspect. It's because the actual controllers wrap around the hand, and then the circular areas where the contacts are communicate with the computer and with the sensors to give you a one-to-one access to where your hands are. And now this isn't something that's necessarily new, but the actual controller itself is pretty much in the shape of a gun. So the two demos that I actually did were of gunslinger stuff. So the first one that I did was simply a shooting gallery type, kind of like in the Old West, where I had two pistols. And what happens is on the bottom portion where your your middle finger would lie is a grabbing button, which is where you're going to grab and interact with a lot of stuff. And by holding that, you're holding up the guns or any of the items that are in the world. What made this really cool was the second demo, which was called Bullet Train. So essentially you start on a train and you're given the ability to teleport. This is the way that you're going to move around in the world rather than just be confined to just one particular area. What you do is you hold the A button, which is one of the space buttons on the top, and then you're able to teleport forward. Now this is a game by Epic, so you can imagine that it was actually epic, because when the train stopped after I learned how to teleport and pick up guns and shoot them, I was put into this train terminal or train station where all of these soldiers were coming after me. And you're able to teleport to a bunch of different places, grab a bunch of guns, and shoot a lot of people, and it was really awesome. See, what was really great about it is that you can teleport all over the place. You're able to even teleport to your enemies and be able to disarm them, and when you disarm them, they automatically disappear and die and whatnot. And you had rifles and shotguns and pistols, and it was just really, really fun. For anybody that has played first-person shooters or anything, this really puts you in the shoes of the character that you're usually playing in games like that. So it was a great demo showing the capabilities of their touch platform. Obviously, there are going to be two controllers, but the reason why it's actually really fun, especially for the gamer types, is that they actually have inputs that cater to gaming. But that's not really all that they have. There were workshop and toy box type games where you're actually put into a space and you have to grab and actually manipulate parts of the world. So there was that aspect as well. But the games that I played were, of course, the shooting gallery types and the Bullet Train one, which is the one that came after that. It was super fun, a really great way for Oculus to kind of put their touch platform forward and to be able to compete with the likes of HTC Vive with the way that they were able to show their movements and also their interactions with the world. Those particular types tend to have wands, kind of like the PlayStation Move and whatnot, but the way that Oculus is doing it does seem a little bit more intuitive and allows you a lot of different inputs and movements, because there were control sticks on the actual controllers, so feasibly you should be able to move around the world. It might be a little bit weird because you're in a small square area, but nonetheless there's a lot of input on there for you to be able to really manipulate everything. So that was just a reaction video. It's kind of hard to really show VR platforms on a video like this, which makes our job a little bit tougher. So the best we can do are these reaction videos. And I wasn't even able to record the TV that was showing what I was doing in the VR thing, unfortunately. But hopefully you get an idea of just how cool VR is continuously getting and how much more advanced it's getting as well. And with HTC Vive stealing the show back at MWC, Oculus is able to steal their show, obviously it's their show, with their Rift and touch platform. So keep it tuned to Android Authority for even more. Don't forget to check out the Gear VR video that I did just a little while ago, and you're probably seeing on the channel right now, so you can see what Samsung had in store for this Oculus event. Keep it tuned here for even more, because we are your source for all things Android.